silent signals and thumbs ups that I'm seeing, so we're ready. Ready? Welcome to music, everyone. Hope you have a lot of fun. Now is the time to sing and play. Hope you have a great day. Awesome. All right, boys and girls. We're doing Beatmaster again today. So can I get a drum roll, please? Mariska. All right. She just came back too. All right. So Mariska, you remember from last year we get to choose our song and tell our class when we get to stand. So our choices today are Axel, Crazy Frog, Call Me Baby, Hot Night Joe, Crocodile Rock, Dance, 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 The Fox. All right. All right. So she made her choice. Now we need to say crisscross applesauce, watching her. And when they're ready, you'll go like this. And we'll stick
I don't know what it is.
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak. Cow goes moo, frog goes crow, and the elephant goes toot. Ducks and quack, and fish go blow, and the seal goes ow, ow, ow. Every sound, and even knows. Say big blue eyes, pointy nose, chasing mice and digging holes. Tiny paws up the hill. Suddenly you're standing still. Your fur is red, so beautiful, like an angel in disguise. But if you meet a friendly host, will you communicate by more? How will you speak to that? Say. The secret
a lot of good activities. First grade. Good job. The part is tricky is still that sweet forward. All right. Good job, Mariska. That was great. My turn, your turn. Give me a thumbs up if you've ever heard the song Relaxing, okay? And of course, it'll pop right out of my head. Oh yeah. I have lost my closet key in my lady's garden. I using our rhythm building blocks that we learned about last time. Remember those? Let's go through them. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, 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 ta, ti, ti, two. Okay. So our first two beats are I have lost my. Do we think it's 1, 2, 3, 4? Put up our fingers. 2, 5, let's see. 3. There we go, Dylan. You got 3 up there. Who else thinks it's 3? Okay, let's check it. I have lost my. That matches. We're gonna put up. I have lost my. Now we've got closet key. Which one do we think that is? Closet key. I see some 2s. Good job. Yes. I have lost my closet key. Then we have in my ladies. What do you think that one is? 3. Good job. In my ladies garden. Garden. Good job. All right. Now we've got I have lost my closet key in my ladies garden. I have lost my closet
So the same
in
thing.
my ladies garden. Rebecca, what was that?
I said so the same thing again.
Same thing. So I'm going to just repeat what we put down here.
You should put a real cute sign.
I could do that, but I want to do something else with that today. Okay. So we've got, can we sing it together again? 1, 2, ready, go. I have lost my closet key in my ladies garden. I have lost my closet key in my ladies garden. All right, we're going to split this up into little groups. There's going to be 4 groups. So this one's a group, this one's a group,
And that was a group, and that was a group.
exactly. Now what's the first letter of the alphabet, boys and
And
girls?
that's
A. We're going to call this one A because it's the first one. Okay? Then we're going to do it across, just like when we're reading. We go across first. This one is B because it's different. What about this one? It's A, right? Because it's the same as this one. T, 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 ta. T, 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 ta. So it's A again. What about this one?
B. The circles look like footprints.
They do kind of, aren't they? It's like our footprint beak. All right, so, okay, what one's this one again?
B.
It's B again, because it's the exact same as here. Oh, that was gross. All right, so we've got A, B, A, B.
A, B, A, B, B, A, B, B.
We have a bunch of different choices. So we just figured out that our Closet Key song is A, B, A, B with its rhythm form.
A, B.
Yeah. Today, boys and girls, we get to kind of make up our own rhythm form, and this is how we're going to do it. Just like it's like backwards with what we just did. Okay? We figured out the rhythm and then the form.
Is C? C?
We didn't even have a C on that one.
No.
Okay, but this one we've got a C. Yep, we have an exciting one for this one. Okay, so we're going to each be able to figure out one of these by ourselves, but for right now we're going to do it together. So the first thing when we're going to make our own rhythm song, we get to choose which form we want to do. So do we want to do A, A, B, B, A, B, A, B, A, 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 B, A, B, B, A, A, B, A, or A, B, A, C? Which one do I want to use?
A, B.
A, A, B,
A, B, A, C.
A, B, A, C? That's what A, B, A, C. So we chose our form. So we wrote it right away. A, B, A, C. Okay, that'll be our first step. We pick our form and we write it down. Now we need to decide what rhythm are we going to use for A, which one we're going to use for B, and which one we're going to use for C. So for A, let's see, Bram, which kind of rhythm do we want to use for A? Using a couple of our rhythm building blocks. 2, okay. And what else do we want to use? Anybody have an idea? Oh, right, Mariska? This one? Okay. So we got 2, ta, ta. Which kind do we want for B, Jackson? 2 again. Okay, what do we want for another one on that one? Alyssa.
4.
The 4, ta, ti, ti. See how boys and girls, A and B are really close, but they're not quite the same? That was really good. And C, what do we want for C?
3.
3, ti, 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 ti. And then how do you want to end that one?
1.
1, ta, ta. Okay, so now we've got our A, it's 2, ta, ta. B is 2, ta, ti, ti. And C is ti, 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 ta, ta. That's our step 2. Step 3, we're going to make a big thing. So we see it's in 4 different parts. And we're going to label our form right away. So here is A. Then we go to B.
A. And then C.
C. Good. Now any little square that has A, I need to fill in with our A rhythm that we already put. So I'll put our 2, ta, ta. This is A2, so I'll put it 2, ta, ta. What's our B rhythm? 2, T, T, T. And our C rhythm?
T, 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 ta, ta.
T, 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 ta, ta. Let's try to clap that all together. Ready? Do our 2-finger clap. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, ta, ta. 2, ta, ta, ti. 2, ta, ta. Ti, 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 ta, ta. We made our rhythm by picking our form, choosing what our form is going to be with our rhythms, and then putting them together. Okay, what we're going to do now, boys and girls, we're going to line up kind of right around here after we choose a form. So think about what form do you want to use. Okay, you're going to come up and get your whiteboard and a marker and a sock for an eraser. Remember, the socks are clean. They do have grass on them from our recess, but they're clean. Okay, when you get it, I want you to just write the form at the top and then wait for the rest of your class. We're going to do it together. Okay, so you're going to come up, tell me which form you're going to use. Get your whiteboard, your marker, and a sock. Okay, line up right here. There you go. What kind of form are you going to use?
Stinky socks. It's not stinky
Oh, it's all. What are these?
Stinky socks.
Okay. No, we just need one. A, D, B, A. Hold on.
G-O, go.
I'm sorry, I might go grab it and write it down.
What do we do?
A, B, A. All right, go write it down.
G-O-I.
Maybe A, C, good choice. Write it down. Yep. They're not stinky. All right, what do we mean? A, B, A, C. All right, go write it down. Sandra? Okay, write it down. A, A, B, B. All right, go write it down. Oh, is that one? And this one. A, B, A. All right, go write it down. Great, write it down. Good choice. Great. Okay, write it down. Okay, write it down. A, B, A, B, write it down. Good choice, write it down. Okay, write it down.
That's a blank spot.
Write it down. All right, so once you get there and you've written it down, all you're going to write down so far is which form you told me. Okay, so just write down which form you told me at the top of your page. Okay, can you hold hold yours up, hon, as an example. Yep. So it should look kind of like this, except with your form on it. Okay. After you have that, everybody should have at least an A and at least a B. So you're going to write down at the top, A equals and B equals. If you have a C, you'll also write down C equals. Okay? After you have just a little equals and then a blank, an equals and a blank, you're going to choose 2 of our rhythm building blocks for each letter. Okay.
Outside at recess?
No. It's just that the carpet got very grassy when people came in after recess. And so, like, when people were erasing, the socks got grass on them, that's all. So they stayed in here, but the grass came back inside. Alright, so choose 2 of our rhythm building blocks for each one. So if A, maybe you want it to be ta ta ti ti ta, write it like that. So that's 2 of our blocks. And then B has to be different than A. C has to be different than both of them. If you have a
So what do we write?
You're going to choose 2 of our building blocks. So which 2 do you want to use? Instead of writing that, you go. Here. You're going to choose 2 of your little blocks. Which 2 do you want for A? So A, you're going to choose 2. And then B, you're going to choose 2. And then C, you're going to choose 2. So you'll actually get to use 6 total. Okay. Your form is A, A. 2. Okay. So your A, what's A going to be? Is it 2? Okay. So then all of your A's are going to be 2. Okay, so this one doesn't need 1. Is your B going to be T? Okay. Now just wait for the next step. All right. If you figured out which ones you want for A and B and which ones you want for C if you have a C, now we can move to the next step. Remember we made a little 4 corner sections. So you're going to draw a line in half the short way and then draw another one the long way so that you have like a little 4, yeah, just like that, Alexander. Can you show everybody what yours looks like? Okay, show it to the people behind you. Yeah. So it's like a little, it's like a big T, sort of. Like if you turn the T sideways. Yeah, like a plus sign. That's good. And then you label those with your form. So I have A, B, A, C up here. I go A, B, A, C. Okay. Yep, just like that. So can you see that? Once you've got that, all of my A boxes will have my A rhythm. So I'll just fill it in. And then my B rhythm, which I didn't actually finish, but you're going to fill in whatever box it is with the one that equals your A and your B. Oh, yeah, just like that, Ren. Okay. If you want. Okay, so we have our A's, this one, so we'll put A, A, Okay, if you figured it out, you can turn to the person next to you and you can do your rhythms to each other, like you can tap it on your hand, or your nose, or your head, so that you're playing your rhythm for each other. Oh, the grants are coming up. Okay, we're doing rhythms instead of that.
Okay, so our A and our B, we gotta choose a different one for B because then they're the same. It would end up being A, 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 C. So we gotta make a new one for B.
Yeah, just like that, just like that. Okay, good job.
Can I see what yours is in? So we got T, T, ta, ta, and we have one extra. No, we don't. It's good. T, T, ta, ta, T, T. So all of our A's are the same. C is the same, B is the same. Perfect. Good job. Now you can clap it to each other. Let's see what yours is. A's are the same. And our B's are the same. Good job. Let's see, Jackson, what you got? This is A, B, A, B. Okay, good, good. Oh yeah, then this line, because this one won't get it, is matching our B. So it'd be A, D, or A, B, A, D. So if this is A, you need to change it to T, T, ta. It's T, T, ta.
All right. Okay. You guys, you did really well with this. It's a really hard thing, but that was really good. Hey, it's time to hand them in, so make sure that you erase your board with your sock. No, I better not play with it a little bit. You're going to erase it, hand in your stuff. There's your more socks, okay? Hand in your stuff. And then let's go back to our carpet square, and then we can have a line for if anybody wants to play the piano. Line up by the window if you'd like to play the piano.
It was right
Okay. All right, so if you are waiting, go by the window. Okay, those of you that are listening, we're going to do listening ears. We're having nice concert etiquette. All right, Lucy, what are you going to play? Okay, she just learned how to stop.